Nola Gent at Zita's La Pizzeria. Good stuff in here. Yeah.
Welcome to Nola Gent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our New Orleans pizza restaurant review videos, we visit Zita's La Pizzeria to experience their New Orleans pizza. Zita's La Pizzeria is located in the New Orleans suburb of Metairie at 2221 Transcontinental Drive, which is about 18 minutes and 11 miles away from the French Quarter. Zita's does have a nice little patio on their side you can dine at. Zita's La Pizzeria is a bit hidden away in a neighborhood strip mall. It is a popular pizza joint for getting lunch and for a less crowded dinner experience or for carryout. When you're looking for where to eat pizza in the New Orleans area, Zita's La Pizzeria has a decent selection of pizza choices, and while they are not my favorite pizza option, they are a decent middle-of-the-road joint that is one of the few pizza options in this area, which makes Zita's La Pizzeria one of the few options in this area to enjoy New Orleans pizza. Back when I used to work nearby in this area, I ate lunch here several times, but this is my first visit to experience dinner time in here, and it looks like I might be the only one here. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. So I am the only customer here at dinner time, so we'll see what kind of experience we'll have in here. I've tried the pasta here many times with the lasagna and the pizza. I found most of the pasta options to be pretty mediocre, while the pizza is a little bit better, but it's still middle of the road, but better than their pasta here, in my opinion. Lunchtime would typically have quite a decent sized crowd in here, so it always would be better to call ahead for your order. But dinner tonight is pretty wide open, as you see. So one other customer finally came in, but so far, I've got my pizza out for my order here, and this is the large garlic chicken pizza. The total for my pizza and an iced tea before tip was $23.21. So let's dig in and see how the pizza tastes here. Now they don't have a menu anywhere in the restaurant. You have to go online to their website to see the menu. In past visits during lunch, they also had individual slices and very limited selections that you could also order. We put a little crystal on here. They didn't have my preferred Tabasco, but hey, hot sauce is still good. All right, let's dig in and sample the garlic chicken. I've never had this slice before, so I'm interested to see how this pizza tastes. Ooh, it looks good. And it's got quite a lot of cheese on here, and okay, so decent amount of chicken, some decent flavors, but not any kind of good saucy flavor on here. It seems to really be lacking any sauce, so I'm certainly missing some delicious red sauce. Maybe it has a white sauce on it. I'm not really getting any kind of major sauce flavors though. I'm mostly just getting cheese, garlic, and chicken, and no sauce. Personally, I prefer a good amount of sauce on there, and usually it's going to be a red sauce that I'm going to want, although every now and then I might mix it up depending on what the choices are. Now the cheese is ooey gooey, the crust is decently nice, it's able to fold over, and it's got a decent crunch to it. It's a little soft though, with the areas with the topping on it. The crust seems a little more firm, and it probably could have used just a tad bit more time in the oven, I would say, to kind of crisp it up a little bit more. So it's definitely not the most crisp and crunchy pizza on the part with the topping on it, but once I get to the crust, it does have a good crunch to it. So biting into the crust right here, that definitely has some nice crunchiness to it. But all of the parts covered with the toppings are definitely not as crunchy. So it's kind of middle of the road of crunchiness and softness. But for my taste, I'd like just a tad bit more crunchiness on the parts with the topping on it. And definitely I'm missing a sauce flavor on here. So it could be more of an Alfredo white sauce they put on it maybe, but I'm still not getting any kind of sauce at all that I can detect. It just seems to be mostly cheese, garlic, and chicken, and not a lot of sauciness other than hot sauce that I put on it myself. So I certainly would like a little side of marinara here to dip it in. Now there's also some tomatoes on here, but there's not a whole lot of them. There were not a lot of tomatoes on my last slice. There's more tomatoes on this slice. In fact, I don't think I got a single tomato on the last slice at all. So this slice definitely has a lot more tomato on it. But I'm still wanting a nice tomato sauce on the pie, which I guess you don't get. I guess you got to get a little side of sauciness to dip it in. This slice also is just like the last slice. The crust on the edge is definitely more crisp and crunchy, while everything under the topping is softer, not as crisp and crunchy, and could have used a bit more time in the oven to my taste preference. So it's, once again, you know, this is a pretty in-between, middle-of-the-road kind of pizza with, you know, a little good crunch on the outer edge of the crisp crust, and then on the crust under the topping, a little too soft, and the overall combination of flavors is pretty bland overall without any sauce on the pie. So, yeah, I don't think I would get this specific pizza flavor again. I would definitely go with another option. So this is definitely not my top choice for a pizza composition. I definitely like a lot more sauce and a little more crisp crunch on the underside of my pizza where the toppings are. Now the crust edge of it is probably nearly exactly the way I would like it, so no complaints about the crust edge, but the rest of it could definitely use just a tad bit more crispness overall. And then there is a decent amount of cheesiness with the ooey gooiness being good. There's a good amount of chicken. It is lacking on the tomatoes because there's certainly not a whole lot of tomatoes evident on top of the pizza. So, you know, there's good aspects, bad aspects here. So definitely there's lots of room for improvement, but there are some positive aspects they could build on to make this quite a bit better. The chicken is cooked nicely. It is some very nice tasting chicken. It's better than some other places' chicken that I've had where it seems like maybe it came pre-cooked and pre-cut up. So this chicken seems a little bit fresher, and maybe they could have grilled it up here in-house, but you never can tell these days. So they do package so many things ahead of time. But their chicken topping here, I would say, tastes fresher and a bit above average from several other places in the area. So that's one really standout thing I would say on this specific pizza. Okay, so just like I destroyed those slices, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this pizza. And while you're down there, check out the link to my Patreon account because, hey, I work for tips and appreciate any help with that. So I've got all these leftovers, so that's another good thing is I was able to be filled up so much on those few slices. So with all my leftovers, I definitely got some red sauce on the side to dip it and slather it all in, and that definitely made it a better pizza. So, thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the NOLAGENT channel, especially to my Patreons. And if you could just remember to share this video with all of your friends and contacts that would enjoy it, that really would help me, and I really do appreciate it. And tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would just click on the little circle here with a picture of my head in there and subscribe to the NOLAGENT channel, it would really help me a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.